Hello, everyone, and happy Day of the Seafarer. Welcome to a new episode of our International Women's Day podcast series, Journeys of Success. In this episode, I'm joined by two of our incredible seafarers that were nominated for the category Seafarer of the Year on International Women's Day. Each of them has a unique story and career at sea, and today is all about hearing those stories, what drives them, what challenges them, and what being a seafarer means to them. These seafarers are our Chief Officer Paromita, who's sailing in our BSM-managed container fleet, and Christiane. She just finished her cadetship on containers and cruise ships. Let's begin with the first question. In one sentence, what does it mean being nominated as a Seafarer of the Year to you personally?
Hi, my name is Christiane Drechsel, and my rank on board, I'm ashore right now, so I'm not on board right now. So we're coming to the first question. It's a great honor to be nominated, especially because I completely changed the course of my life to purpose a career at sea. And being recognized in this way makes that journey even more meaningful.
Hello everyone, my name is Paromita Mukherjee and I'm currently sailing as a Chief Officer on board San Felipe. First of all, it is wonderful to be a part of this podcast and I extend my heartiest congratulations to all the nominees of the year. And I'm so proud myself being a nominee of the year. And I believe being a nominee of the year is proving to myself and not anybody else that every mile sailed, every storm endured, and every doubt overcome is worth it.
Can you briefly share one defining moment at sea that shaped you as a seafarer?
One defining moment of me was being part of a ship's team and being entrusted with the responsibility of maneuvering the vessel. That experience gave me a real sense of belonging and confirmed that this is exactly where I want to be.
So over the years, I will say there have been many moments that has defined me into the seafarer I am today. But one defining moment that I remember of late, I would say, is when I was transiting the Panama Canal as a first-time chief mate. So weeks of stability calculations to keep your ship upright. And then when you enter the Panama Canal, things don't really go all the time in your favor. So it happened that the winch, actually there was a failure in the winch and the weather condition was not at its best. There was squall condition, but the visibility was restricted. And then you see there are 12 linesmen looking at you. So yeah, I immediately changed it to manual brake and without much delay, I did do the recovery. However, it hits you hard when you see 12 linesmen are looking at you, wires like knives, and there is no time to lose, ships queued behind you, and there is zero margin to error. So it hits you hard when you realize at that very moment that it is just not the ship, but the life of crew that is also there on your shoulders. The responsibility is huge. So I could say that that could be one defining moment.
Christiane, you've already worked on cruise ships before you became a cadet. What was the main difference when you stepped into a nautical role? And was there any of the experience you previously gained that you could make use of?
Being a cadet on board is a completely different role. Suddenly, you are a part of a team responsible for the safety of the ship, its crew, and its passenger. Yes, my previous experience helped and made a great deal. After working in the cruise industry for 20 years, I knew exactly what I was getting into. And pursuing a nautical career had always been a dream close by my heart.
Paromita, as a chief officer, you carry a lot of responsibility, not only for the ship, but also for the people on board. What is one leadership lesson that you wished you'd learned earlier in your career?
As a chief officer, yes, it is true. A lot of responsibilities lie on my shoulder. And one leadership lesson I wish I had learned earlier, I would say, is it is very important to brief the failure and not just brief the plan. So basically, when things go wrong and your crew members know exactly what to do and not freeze, you know your people are safe. You know that you did good as a chief mate. So I definitely believe that authority is not what keeps your people safe all the time. Clarity definitely does.
This nomination recognizes outstanding contributions. What aspect of your work are you most proud of?
I am most proud that through hard work, dedication and genius passion for what I do, I have been able to achieve something extraordinary in such a young maritime career.
So, what aspects of the job I'm proud of? I am so proud of the job I have been through over the last 12 years. I believe it has shaped me into who I am today. So, it has brought discipline, perseverance, resilience in my life. And nonetheless, it has helped me stay calm under pressure. And beyond that, it gives me the ability to imbibe trust and safety among my teammates. It gives me the chance to train them and make them a better version of themselves. So I think I'm extremely proud of that. And yes, like I said, it has shaped me into who I am today. I think I'm a better person. I have a lot of control in my life. So I don't think any other job could do justice to what seafaring has done to my career.
Having pursued a career at sea for a while now, what has changed for better over time?
Over the years, what has changed for better? Actually, I think there are so many positive changes that has come over the years. But what actually draws my attention is improvement in the safety system, crew welfare, and definitely evolution of the connection. So now you see you're not anymore living in a vacuum. You are connected to the outside world. It is not difficult to connect with your friends and family. You can stay on long video calls. You have the option to get connected to use Starlink, for a matter of fact, which is one of the high-speed internet that we can get at sea. And like I was saying, safety systems. Nowadays, people think safety. They talk about safety. There's so many safety changes that have been implemented. So that has been a major change. And crew welfare. So people talk about mental, emotional, even psychological health. There are platforms where seafarers can easily commute and speak up. And there are communities where seafarers, can help each other out in times of need. And things have become much easier. Crew do not hesitate to talk when they are down. So I believe these are some of the best and positive changes that has come up over the years.
What keeps you motivated on board, even during your toughest day, being away from home?
What keeps me motivated is knowing that I'm living my dream. Of course, being away from home can be challenging, but the opportunity to work at sea, be part of a professional team, and continue growing in this career makes every sacrifice worthwhile.
What keeps me motivated in the toughest days? I would say definitely the purpose, the routine, and the longing to get back to home, my connections with my friends and family, the longing to see my husband and my mom and dad once I'm home. So I think these things keep me motivated even through the toughest days. Yeah. So family is a great boon to me. It's the biggest support that I've had. And they always keep me motivated. They always keep me going even in the toughest times.
The next question is a question that was directly submitted by one of our colleagues ashore. And it was asking, how do you combine inspiring stories with reality of life at sea? Have you ever worked on real rust buckets with poor connectivity and bad conditions on board?
So working at sea can be absolutely challenging, especially as women are still a minority in the industry. Every ship, crew, and situation is different, of course. Personally, I have been fortunate to have a very positive experience with my colleagues and accepted as a part of a team. Perhaps my age and many years of experience working on board before entering the nautical career have also helped me building strong relationships and adapted to different environments. That said, life at sea is not always easy. Long contracts, demanding work, and time away from home can be difficult for anyone, regardless of the gender. For me, the inspiration part of the story is not that the challenge do not exist, but that they can be overcome with determination, professionalism, and the support of a good crew.
The next question has also been submitted by a colleague ashore, and it's asking, what is your greatest source of strength, and how has this support shaped you as a seafarer and the woman you are today?
One of my greatest sources of strength have been the people I have worked with at sea. Throughout my journey, I have had the opportunity to demonstrate my knowledge and skills and earn the trust and response of my colleagues. Maritime life teaches you that success is never achieved alone. It's about teamwork, professionalism, supporting any other people, and pulling in the same direction to keep the ship running. Those experiences have shaped me into a more convenient seafarer and have shown me that what truly matters on board is competence, dedication, and the willingness to stand by your team.
On the Day of the Seafarer, what is one thing you wish the public to understand better about life at sea?
One thing I believe I would appreciate if the public understood about the sea. So you see, 90% of the trade actually moves by the sea, while the people behind it are rarely seen. So I would really want the public to understand seafarers as professionals, as skilled professionals, and seafaring as a prospect career. So we really deserve the recognition and the acknowledgement for the work we do. And I would also want people to understand that credibility, competence, and merit sees no gender. So I've always been very vocal about gender biases. I believe I have come this wrong, and I am an example where it is true that this is no longer a male-dominated industry. We women are equally powerful, and we can do great things. So I'm sure there are many women seafarers out at sea doing wonders.
I wish people understood that every seafarer has a story. Many of us have made a significant sacrifice and work hard to follow our passion. And behind every ship is a team of dedication, professionalism, who keep the maritime world moving.
What advice would you give to a young woman considering a career at sea today?
Believe in yourself, work hard, and never let anyone tell you that this career is not for you. If it is your dream, follow it with confidence and determination. Go for it.
One advice that I could give to women who are considering seafaring as a career, so do what it takes and be double prepared and half as emotional. This is an incredibly rewarding career, but it does come with a set of challenges. It is you will face physical challenges, mental challenges, emotional challenges at times. But what can keep you going through is your preparedness, is your resilience apart from your passion, and just set your standards high. If I've done it, I'm sure you can do it.